Hello and welcome back to my channel of free trade analysis. If you guys are new to my channel, then I am Vaji Kazmi and I gave you daily intraday trades for different currencies, equities and cryptocurrencies as well. So if you guys want to have more accurate trading, then you guys can go back and check my previous videos for the accuracy level, which is approximately 80 to 90%. And if you guys follow my channel regularly, then you guys would be making good profits simply by following my scenarios. And let us start our today's analysis. And first of all, let us discuss the USDJPY pair. And if you guys have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please click on the subscribe button and also click on the bell icon so you guys can receive regular notifications as soon as I update a new video. Okay, so let us discuss the USD JPY. So in this USD JPY analysis, when we were last discussing this pair, the market was over here and we gave you a buying scenario from this area, but market did not test this area, and you guys can clearly see that market closed below this area and then market pumped up. Okay, then we gave you a buying setup and market pumped up straight away. So if you guys would have entered in a buying scenario from here, then you guys would have made approximately 1% profit till here. And then once again, when the market closed above this area, and then once again, you guys would have made another 1% profit till here. And then we gave you a selling setup from here. If the market closed below this area, then you guys would have made another 1% profit till here. So overall, this would be a 3% profit in this pair as well, which is the minimum percentage. So now let me discuss the fresh scenarios in this pair, as no low or no high is broken in this pair. So and the market is in the consolidation phase. So let me just mark the new scenarios for you guys to trade this pair tomorrow as well. Okay, so let me remove this as well. Okay, so what has happened is that this area of resistance has now turned into an area of support. Okay, so let me mark this area. Okay, so what has happened over here is that you guys can clearly see that this area has not been taken out. So I am still quite bullish on this pair. And if market enters this area again, then maybe it can go down from here as well. Okay, in order to mark my short-term areas of support and resistance, would be my area of support, the short-term support, and my short-term resistance would be approximately this area. Okay, so I am marking both of these areas as my areas of interest. And how we are going to take a trade would be something like this. If market respects this area and closes above this area, maybe we can go long from here. And on the other hand, if simply just market closes above this resistance area, we can go long from here. And on the third hand, if the market goes up and then market respects this area once again, and then market closes above this area, then maybe we can go long from here as well. Okay, and if we are going to look for a selling opportunity, then we have to look for a selling opportunity from this area of resistance, and then market closes below this area, then we can go short from here. Okay, so the next selling area would be if just simply market would close below this area of support, then maybe we can go short from here as well. Okay, so these will be the possible scenarios from USD JPY, and if market enters this area, please be vigilant to buy this pair from here, as this would be a wonderful area to buy. Okay, so these are the possible scenarios for tomorrow. Now let us move on to the next pair, which is the Dow Jones DJ analysis. When we were last discussing this pair, market was over here. We gave you a buying scenario. If market touches the support area, we would go for a buying opportunity. You guys can clearly see that we made a good profit even in this sideways scenario as well. Okay. So market was over here, market closed below this area, then immediately market closed above this area, then we would have waited for this area to be tested again over here, and we would go long over here. Okay, so how are we going to take a position from here? Exactly at this point, and our profit would be approximately over here, and our stop loss would be approximately over here. Okay, so this is a good 4.5% profit. Okay, so rather not look for a 4.5%, I would rather just simply look for this profit. Okay, so you guys can clearly see that the profit would be a simple 3% from this buying scenario. Okay, so market, as you guys can clearly see, is still in a consolidation phase, and our previous scenarios are still very much valid. Okay, so if you guys can clearly see that this channel is being respected, so we are going to keep our trades and simply going to give you guys once again that if this area is respected then and closer below, then we are going to short this pair, and this area is also still valid. If market closes and enters this area, then maybe we can go short from this area. Okay, the third scenario was that if that market closed above this area, then maybe we can go long from here. And another setup was that if market touches this area of support at any given time, then we can go long from here. And after that, if still more physio is needed, then the personal consultancy. Okay, so if market at any given point of time enters the zone, then maybe we can go short, go long from here as well. Okay, so and the last area to sell would be if this market breaks this area and market closes below this area, then maybe we can go short from here as well. Okay, the remaining areas remain as they are, and let me just mark these arrows from here. Okay, so these will be our scenarios for tomorrow, and let us just wait and watch that which of the scenarios is going to come into play first. Okay, so now let's move on to the next market, which is DE30. Okay, so when we were discussing this market last, we gave you several buying and selling opportunities, and you guys can clearly see that this buying setup was executed perfectly. You guys can clearly see market entered here, and then market pumped over here, and market continued its pump to a long scenario. So even if you were a cautious trader, then you guys would have. Okay, let me remove this and let me take a long position from here. And so this will be okay. So this is an easy 1.3% profit in this pair from this buying scenario. And if we were a risky bet, then we would have entered from here, and then the profit would be intense and amazing. Okay, so something like this. It is wow, it is whooping 13.8%. Okay, which is huge. Okay, so now let me just remove the previous day's setup so we can put on fresh setups. So as you guys can clearly see that market has changed its position drastically. So let me just mark this area as an area of support now, and even this nail biter, even this setup would change a little, and this would become a recent support area. So how are we going to sell from here is another story. So if somehow market enters over here, then we are going to look for selling opportunity. So first of all, for buying opportunity, market respects this area, market closes above this area, we are going to look for a good buying opportunity. On the other hand, if we are a risky buyer, we will go long straight away. And if on the other hand, if market enters this area and then respects this area, then maybe we can go long from here as well. Okay, on the other hand, if we are selling this pair, the first area of resistance would be this area. If market closes above this area of resistance, then we will not short. But if it closes below this area, then maybe we can go short. If we are a risky seller and market closes below this area, then we will go short from here as well. And another scenario of selling would come into play if market tests this area of resistance and then market continues to fall. Okay, so these will be the our short-term area of support and resistance. Okay, so now let us move on to the next pair, which is the Bitcoin. So when you were last analyzing, Bitcoin market was over here, and we gave you several setups, but they did not really come into play. Only this selling setup came into play, and this risky selling setup also. Okay, so you guys can clearly see that this marked area of support has been respected beautifully, and we guys would have made a good profit if we had entered on here. Let me mark my area of support and resistance. So our profit would be approximately, let me just close this, approximately 3.5% profit from this setup. And another selling setup was that if market breaks this area and then market tests this area again and closes below this area, this position is still in good running. So my stop loss would be over here and my take profit would be approximately over here, which is a good 5.3% profit from this selling scenario as well. And if we just have a look at this buying setup, and then this is approximately 1 to 1.5% profit till here, and approximately 1.5 to 1.9% profit from this buying scenario. Okay, so now let us move on to the further selling areas and buying areas as well, so we do not get any more confusion. Okay, so market is over here. Then when we were last discussing, market was over here. So now this area is now going to act as an area of resistance. Okay, so quite simply, if and let me just mark this area. If market closes below this area, then maybe we can go short from here. Let me change or let me just mark another area of short-term support, which is this area. Okay, so if market just simply breaks below this area, then maybe we can go short from here as well. Okay, and another setup would be if market somehow breaks above this area and enters the zone, then maybe we can go short from here as well. Okay, so if you are looking for a buying opportunity, then we are going to buy from this area of support. And another area of support would be if market just simply closed above this area, then maybe we could go long straight away. Okay, so these are the possible scenarios for the Bitcoin. The next is the Ethereum. And you guys can clearly see that market was over here, and we gave you a trade that if market enters this area, we have to look for the first selling opportunity, and it came over here. Let me move to the 15-minute chart, and just to show you guys that how much accurate our trade was, and we would have entered over here, and our stop loss would be over here, and you guys would have made a good profit till here. Okay, so let me just mark this area. So the profit would be approximately 2.3%. Okay. So these are so this setup was executed perfectly. So now let me just give you guys the possible scenarios for tomorrow, so we can continue with our analysis. Let me remove the previous areas from where market was trending. Okay, so you guys can clearly see that this area has now turned into an area of support, and our so now we are going to look for the short-term area of resistance. Okay, so if I am not wrong, the short-term area of resistance is this point, which is over here, and let me mark this color in red. So we are going to look for a good selling opportunity from here and go short from here. And on the other hand, if this market closes below this area, then maybe we can go short from here. And on the other hand, this is an other or rather a new area of resistance. A new area of resistance is approximately this, approximately this area. Okay, so if the market tests this area, then maybe we can go short from here as well. Okay, in order to buy this pair, we have to respect this area, and then maybe we can go long from here as well. On the other hand, if we are a risky buyer, then just market to wait for market to close above this area, and then maybe we can go long from here as well. And another buying setup would come into play, market close above this area, and then market respect this area, and then market goes up. Okay, so these are the possible scenarios that can come into play tomorrow, so just be vigilant as to from where we are going to trade tomorrow. Okay, another short-term area, support area is this. Okay, so if the market enters this zone, then maybe we can go long from here as well. Okay, so well, that's all for the analysis of all the pairs for today. Now let's hope that we make good profits tomorrow, and let's just if you guys like my video, then please click on the like button, and also do not forget to click on the subscribe icon, and also click on the bell icon as well, so you guys can receive the regular updates from my end, and you guys do not miss on any of the possible scenarios on any of the pairs that I am analyzing for you guys especially. And well, that's all for now. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Let me know your feedback in the comment section.